Okie dokie. Thank you for joining. It shows that you guys are keen. Guys want to build your business and let's rock this to elite. Now, yeah, cool. Awesome, Vicky. Very keen. That is great. So elite is the rank where you start to pay for your products. So you've got your monthly order, you know, it's costing you about $130, $150 a month to put through that 100-point volume order. Plus you're also buying probably books and other resources and different oils and products. You know, at the moment, I spoke about it last night when I did a webinar of hauling the buckets. You work in your day job, you're investing in this business, you're spending money in this business, and you're not really making any money from this business. And that's okay, because over time you will, I promise you, if you stick with it, you will start to make some money. When we started System XN, or Additive-Free Lifestyle, it was called System XN, we didn't earn any money for the first 2 years. We were being told by really close friends and family that we should stop and that it's not worth it and you're working too hard. Why would you be working so hard when you're not earning any money? Has anybody heard this? Oh, great. You're on the phone again. Oh, you're on the computer again. Do you think you should just put that down and spend some time with the kids? You know, does that go through your own head? Yes. But what's that going to look like in a few years' time? You know, you're doing the hard yards at the moment, and I'm not going to say it's easy because it's not. Starting up a new business is time consuming, it is hard, and you will feel like you are getting nowhere. But to get to elite, and we're talking tonight about getting to elite in 6 weeks, it is achievable, but you have to work really hard to get it done. And it's kind of like, I feel like elite is going to your sort of warm audience. Elite is going to those friends and family that you know and reaching out to them. You will need to step outside your comfort zone and you will need to take this opportunity to them. You will need to try and get them to host as many workshops as they can. You'll need to follow up people. And it's after elite when you start reaching that premier and silver rank where you've probably used up your warm audience, and I can teach you and mentor you how to sort of go through that as well. But for elite, it's kind of like, even this webinar tonight, when I was prepping for it today, I was thinking, I hope you guys get a bit out of this, because it's actually not probably anything that you guys are doing now. But I'm going to go through it anyway, because it's kind of like this just same process all the time. But it's about figuring out what is not working and not dwelling on it. You know, I had a team member who I was on a phone call to yesterday or the day before, and, you know, they were saying, like, all my friends and family now have oils, or no one answers my call anymore, or no one answers my message anymore, or people ignore me. And, you know, hands up if you guys are kind of in that boat. Or, and stop working on that. Like, if something is not working for you anymore, don't do it anymore. You need to really, you know, you're going this way, and if it's not working, change, and you go that way. And then if that's not working, you change again, and, you know, you go that way. And it is a process, and you will figure it out as to, well, what's over there or what's over there. But you will figure it out, and go with that gut feeling of, okay, I don't have anyone else. Everyone's ignoring my messages. This is really pissing me off. Do you know what? I'm not actually going to dwell on that. My mind is not going to go into that rabbit hole. My mind is going to go, do you know what? I'm going to go and find some new people. what I'm going to do is I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm actually going to go look over here, and I'm going to go and find some new people. How do I do that? I need to talk to new people. I need to start making new connections. I need to contact that person that I haven't contacted yet because, you know, I've just been a little bit feeling a bit, oh, I'm not sure. Well, today I'm actually going to do it. Today is the day I'm going to contact that person. And really, once you start doing it, you do it. Like, it just becomes okay in your world. It stops being, oh, I'm not sure. And all of a sudden it starts going, yeah, God damn it, I want this and I'm going to do it. But you'll get there. And if you're not there yet, you will get there. But it's practice as well. It still doesn't even it still doesn't come easy to me either. But, well, hold on, I shouldn't say that. It comes a lot easier to me than it used to, but I still have those feelings in my head. I still have those thoughts of, oh, do I do it? And then I do it, where I don't not do it anymore. I'm actually hosting I was going to do it this Saturday, but it's been cancelled since Mum. But I was this Saturday going to host my very first workshop with my mum. Like, I haven't even hosted a workshop with Mum because she has the oils. I don't know, her friend's even going to be interested. I'm not sure. Like, I'm thinking, hold on a minute. I'm reaching for presidential. I need to reach out to every single person I know, and I need to host a workshop with every single person I know, whether they're interested in oils or not. I'm just going to put it out there. And I was like, Mum, do you think you could have a workshop for me? She's like, oh, I don't think I know anyone. I'm like, Mum, you know more people than I know combined. I'm sure you know a few people. Your neighbour, you talk to everyone. Can you please get them in a room for me? Oh, I'm not sure. Please? Okay. And she got them all together. And what's happened from that is my cousin, Nicola, has said, oh, I can't come, but tell me how I actually register because I really want oils. That would have never happened if I didn't speak to Mum. Her neighbour also, I've now found out, makes soaps and candles and uses like fake synthetic fragrances. That probably I wouldn't have found out if I didn't, so you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep chipping away at all those things that you think you can't chip away at anymore. Just do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the Doterra launch guide. And we're really going to delve in deep in this launch guide. I want you to get your pens and papers out, and I want you to write down my questions. And please unmute yourself and ask.
Can't play the game.
Can you
Make it smaller. Game, that one.
There we go. I want you to write down, and I want you to unmute yourself, and I want you to ask questions because this is for you guys. Learn as much as you can. All right, launch guide. Again, you can buy this in a paper form, or you can download it just like I have off the Doterra website. So once again, we're looking at pipes, and you guys are probably going to eye roll me and think, stop talking about pipes. I'm never going to stop talking about pipes, guys, because this is how you run your Doterra business. You guys already believe in the product. You already know the product. You believe in the product. You believe in Doterra. You believe that these essential oils change lives, and you believe in the business. You guys have already got it. You're at this tick. Now it's time to take action. So belief and action equals the results. So if you can share these essential oils with 45 people, if you can enroll 15 of them, and if you can launch 1 to 3 business builders in your Doterra business, you will reach elite in 6 weeks. And if you can break that down, which we're going to do tonight, then you guys will get there. The results mean 45 people, it's 45 homes, it's 45 potential women and men and children. So their families, 45 families benefiting from essential oils. And if you can launch 1 to 3 builders, what a ride. How cool that you get to do this with people that are in the same boat as you. All right, so I'm going to go over the pipes in a little more detail tonight. So prepare. They talk about on page 4 on fueling your business. Actually, I won't skip through. So prepare, we actually take action before we prepare. So we actually sort of go to the I before we start with the P. And we do this in our Doterra business. We do this in our Additive-Free lifestyle business. We actually do it in our personal life as well. We decide that we're going to do something and we do it. We book it in. We book the date and then we prepare. And I encourage you guys to do the same. I encourage you guys to get your diary out and lock in all the dates. Have a look at all the dates that you are free. Get your calendar out, write all the non-negotiables in there first. So, for us, our non-negotiables is our kids, our family. So if they have important things that I don't want to miss, they go in the calendar. And then I work my schedule around all the things that are non-negotiable. Non-negotiable for me is going to the gym 3 days a week. So they go in my diary. And I don't do anything, I don't move my non-negotiables unless I absolutely have to. So get your diary out, write down all your non-negotiables, then write down all your doTERRA time, all the dates for your workshops that you can have, and start inviting people. You guys need to write out your 100 list of people you know. And we'll talk about that at the end. So anyway, I won't skip past that, but you do. And then you need to start inviting them. And what do you think would happen if you had your diary out and you had all the dates and you started inviting people? Do you think you would prepare? It would make you prepare. I get so frustrated when I see our team not host a workshop because they don't have enough books. I can't host a workshop because I haven't, I don't know enough about such and such. Like excuse after excuse about why you can't host a workshop. The truth is, you book in a date, I can tell you now you're going to prepare for it and you'll be totally fine. So as I said, that is what we do. That's what we do all the time. Where's my share screen again? And then you need to present. You present your workshop. There is training online how to present a workshop. However, from who I can see watching, you guys most of you have already done a workshop. You've already done the training. So you know how to present. And, you don't have to be perfect at it at this stage either. You will learn along the way. And I still learn. I'm still picking up things. I picked up when I held workshops with Jess White, I picked up the tip with the Easy Air, and I picked up some stuff when I did some workshops with BJ recently as well. Like, you will always learn stuff. So please don't think that you need to know everything at the start, because you don't. You'll just get better and better. Then what you do is you enroll them and you support them through your systems, and we can go through that training as well. So that's it, guys. That's all you got to do. Set your diary, start inviting, prepare for it, present, enroll, support. So these are some tools that will fuel your launch. Your belief in the doTERRA product, the financial opportunity, the way that it can change lives, and these guides that doTERRA have already done for us. So the Live Guide, it is so brilliant. This is your support. This is how you support your tribe. This is how you support those people that enroll with you. You go through the Live Guide. and there's training on that as well. The share guide is wonderful, and I'm doing a webinar next week on the share guide. But the share guide is, and you can download it off the Doterra website. The share guide will give you, like, it will tell you how to send a text message to people. It will tell you how to invite people through email, through personal message, through getting on the phone with them. It tells you how to remind people. It tells you what some things that you can have at your workshop, how to set up a class, sampling ideas. It's awesome. So attend the webinar next week, but in the meantime, download the share guide and read every single word in it and fill it out. So set your goals and take action. So I want to work this out with you guys tonight, because if you guys are keen to get to Elite in 6 weeks, if you want to get there by Christmas and have your products paid for, then you need to do your plan and break it down. So Elite in 6 weeks. What date is that? So that date, if I have a look, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that date is the 22nd of November. Right, we've got a date. Let's take it to the Sunday, which is the 25th of November. You could take it to the end of November if you wanted to, and give yourself 7 weeks. Excuse me. So you could take that to the 30th of November, let's say. Okay, what do I need to do to break that back? I need to host, okay, so my goal is 45 enrollments, 1 to 3 business builders. So if I stop sharing for a minute, so sort of write these down. All right, so you've got till 30th of November, so you've got 7.5 weeks. And 45 enrollments, 1 to 2 business builders. How am I going to get them? You are going to reach out to the team that you currently have and try and host a workshop with the team that you currently have if you already have enrollments. The easiest way to get workshops is to do them with your team. And then try and get a workshop from a workshop or a class from a class. For those of you that are new to this and you haven't enrolled anyone yet, hopefully this is awesome, because you will know people that don't have Doterra, and reach out to those people and book in a workshop date with them. Really explain to them about you launching your business. If you are launching your business for the first time, another really good thing to do is do a launch class and make it a really big deal that you know what, I am putting myself out there and I am launching this business and I'm the real deal. I'm not party plan. I'm not in this for just 5 minutes to earn a quick buck. I am actually in this for the rest of my life, because this is going to be my retirement. So launch that business and be really proud about launching the business. A little hint is that I don't like the idea of, like, let's say you've got 10 friends and inviting 10 friends into your house, because that's possibly 10 workshops that you could do if you did workshops for them in their house. So think about your list and take that idea to them about hosting a workshop with them, and then try and book a workshop from that workshop or class from that class. And then your little flow of, I call them workshops, but classes will hopefully roll on after that. Does that make sense? Yep. What was I up to? I talk a lot, guys. Sorry. I get on my little rants and I can't seem to stop my little rant. Okay. Be a solution provider. We're all okay. What does this say? A Doterra wellness advocate shares a new kind of way to achieve health and wellbeing goals with a book in a box or an oil reference guide. This is just talking you through what you need to host a workshop. You're being the solution provider at that workshop. You're going through the Live, Share and Build guides with your enrollments that come in, and that you're committed to your pipe activities, and the guide provides you with these details, which is here. So that's sort of what that means. And I would like to touch on this, and this is the Home Essentials kit here. to host a workshop, you don't actually need more than the Home Essentials kit plus a fractionated coconut oil. You really don't when you're very first starting off. If you can have the Nature Solution kit, that is great, because that is the kind of kit that you want to try and be selling to people. That's the kit that is going to set up their whole house. And, it's going to transform a lot of different areas in their homes. But build it up over time. If you don't have the Nature Solution kit, add it to your LRP order and build up that kit. Use empty bottles. So when you've got an empty bottle of lemon or On Guard or lavender, keep that empty bottle and start building another kit with those empty bottles. It's fine. It is really good to have your kits displayed on the table, but they don't need to be full bottles of oils. Reach out to me or Trace or your upline or people you know in doTERRA and see if they have empty bottles laying around. You might be able to make up a Home Essentials kit just through people you know with empty bottles. So you just need that displayed. Like one simple Home Essentials kit plus fractionated coconut oil is all you need, and then your stuff will grow over time. This is just self-explanatory, I reckon. Be authentic and share your own personal experiences. People will connect with your personal experiences so much, and the way that you will say it and talk about it will be so genuine that will really resonate with people. And it's also compliant as well. So if you talk about your own personal experiences, then you're being compliant, which is another tick as well. And talk about the business as well. So we now host all our classes or workshops by leading with the business opportunity. And someone remind me, and I can talk about that later if you want me to. Positive exposure. Invite with your prospects to learn more at a class or one-on-one presentation. This is what they're talking about here, is trying to get a workshop from a workshop or a class from a class. So you can do that by having a little pack that you could offer people, like they call it a host pack. So it could be a 5 ml wild orange that you get in your Empower kit, and some flyers or something that you could have printed off yourself, or you could have bought from aromatools.com. You don't need to spend a lot of money at all. You could even have just couple of empty rollers and a flyer, which won't cost you more than about $4. So start off cheap at the start, guys. Don't spend a lot of money on incentive gifts. I'll tell you something. We enrolled our first, I'm going to say 800 people we didn't even send them a welcome gift. And we won the grand prize for Fiji. We were Australia and New Zealand's top enrollers 2 years in a row, and we'd never incentivized anything. We didn't even send them, probably some of you, a welcome gift. So I'm telling you that you don't need to offer the world in order to get enrollments. You need to offer your knowledge, your experiences, your belief, and your inspiration in order to people to enroll. People don't generally enroll to get all the free stuff. And I feel like it makes it look a bit party plan as well, which I don't like either. So up to you, but you don't need a lot. Well, here, launch essentials: invite, teach, follow up, launch, and support your new builders. Oh, look, guys, a calendar. I've already spoken about this. Yep, I'm not going to go over that again. And here, during your launch month. So this is you guys. This is only a month. Wow, I'm generous. I'm giving you 7.5 weeks. Invite 45 people. Schedule 3 classes or 15 one-on-ones or a combination per month. I wouldn't want to be doing 15. I'd rather just do 3 or 4 classes, but up to you. Set time to invest in your business. All right, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to stop sharing and talk about that because I feel like this is really important. Who out there is still trying to fit it all in? Who is being a mum, having a day job, being a wife, maybe if you're lucky enough, fitting some time in for you. You've got everything going on, and I'm just going to try and fit doTERRA into it as well. I'm just, okay, I'm just going to be on my phone all the time, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to make it work, and I'm fitting it all in, and it's really stressful. Because I was there as well. When we started our business, I was working in another job. I had not even a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, major behavioural issues, life sucked, and I was trying to fit it all in. And it wasn't until I stopped trying to fit it all in and actually made working hours when life became a lot easier. When I said to myself and I said to my husband, I am going in the office and I am at work. Even though I worked at home and I was working on Systemixon, which was generating $0, I still made it a priority to work. And for me, that my hours of working, I remember they were a Thursday night. Shane would get home probably at about 6 o'clock, and I'd be like, high five, hand over. I'd go in the office. He'd do the washing up. He'd put the kids to bed. I'd go in and give them a kiss, and I'd go back to the office. And I was at work. And I trained my family from that moment on that I'm at work. And I used to get up early on a Saturday morning. I'd set my alarm. It was about early, like I'm going to say 5:30. And I would work from early Saturday morning to 12 p.m. And then I'd knock off. And they were my proper work hours, just like I had work hours when I went to my job as a kindergarten teacher. And oh my God, it just made life so much easier. So what I want you to do with your diary is set your doTERRA time. Find where you would set it and work out the babysitting. Work out how you're going to fit it in. And then you can try and fit little snippets of time in as well. But at least when you know you have your set working hours, I promise you it makes everything so much easier. One of our platinum leaders, she gets up, like her working, her husband does fly in, fly out. She's got 2 little kids as well. And she sets her alarm and gets up at 5 o'clock every morning and works till about 7 when her kids get up. But she knows she has 2 hours of her work time, proper work time. So you figure it out and you work it out. But please do that because it will completely change your mindset around this being a hobby to this actually being my business, my entrepreneurial business. Okay. All right. When was I up to? Yep, set time. Ask yourself and schedule who needs a nature solution class, who needs a follow-up to enroll. So this would be who needs a follow-up to enroll. So you've held a workshop, they didn't enroll at the workshop, who do I need to follow up? Because follow-ups can seem a bit icky. Follow-ups can seem a bit like, oh, I'm not sure, I don't really want to follow them up because they might think I'm the party plan lady, and then I become a stalker, and then people don't talk to me because I follow them up even more. Well, I can tell you enrollments come from follow-up. Some of you would have heard me tell this story, but, you know, MyGov, and they changed all the childcare subsidies last financial year. Well, yes, I was getting the emails and I was getting the text messages, and I go, oh, yeah, I'll have to do that. Oh, yeah, I have to do that. I'll do that in a minute. Well, guess who paid full fees in the school holidays for vacation care? Me, because I was really busy and I didn't fill out my forms. So my point to this story is, even though people are busy, they won't reply to a message. They won't reply to an email. They won't reply or they won't enroll because people are busy. So don't underestimate the follow-up. Do the follow-up, and remember, I paid full fees in the school holidays because I didn't fill out the forms because I was busy, and people are busy. Who needs a lifestyle overview? I'm just going to try and find who's not on mute. You Jack. All right. Who needs a lifestyle overview? So the lifestyle overview is the live guide, is the guide that people get when they enroll. So they get this when they enroll. This is the 90-day wellness plan. Who needs a business overview? And the business overview is the build guide. So this build guide, launch guide, build guide and share guide is what you go through with people who are interested in the business and then who's ready to host a class. This is kind of like the perfect tree, which no one's will ever look like. So I want you to imagine your tree to be very different to this tree, because that's not even possible. And here is where you fill out your 45 people that you are now going to fill out and take this opportunity to them. I want you to do a couple of things. So write this down. So I want you to go through the contacts in your phone, the contacts you have on Facebook or Instagram, and I want you to write down 45 names. And then I want you to get out a couple of different coloured highlighters, and I want you to have one colour as, oh my God, these guys need this business opportunity. I think these guys might be okay at this business, or maybe they might like to do the business. So I want you to highlight the people who you think might be open to hearing about it, one colour. And then I want you to highlight the next lot of people, someone who you think would host a workshop for you straight away. And then I want you to contact both of them. So the ones that you highlight for the business opportunity, you need to contact them and take the business opportunity to them. And then hopefully host a workshop at the same time. So it's not just about the business, but also like, all right, well, how about I come and host a workshop for you? You can see what the essential oils are all about. You can see how I host a workshop, and then you can decide from there. And then, you know, the ones that you've highlighted the other color, well, obviously you're going to contact them and you're going to ask if you can host a workshop. So you can show them how to make some really simple cleaning products, or pick the pain point of the people. So pick like the pain point of your friend Joan. You know, maybe she's a struggling single mom. Her kids are maybe a little bit ratty. She's not sleeping well. She's a bit stressed. So maybe you might like to host a workshop for her to help her with all of those problems. So it could be called like a detox and de-stress workshop, or a workshop for anxious feelings, or maybe that's not very compliant, but something like that. And then, you know, then you might go to your friend who you think is starting to move a bit more into natural alternatives. So you might host a workshop around like transforming their cleaning products, or like air fresheners, or, you know, something to do with low tox. So maybe it might be a low tox workshop. And really think about the pain points of everybody that you invite, and then tailor your invite to them around what they need and how you can help that person. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the book. Oh no, we've still got more. Hold on, wait. Connect, share, and invite. Oh, here's some hints and tips with you as well as to how you can invite. So here, connect with people authentically and sincerely. Someone you already know, you could probably send them something similar to this. Obviously, you tailor it around how you talk. And if it's someone brand new, so someone you already know, self-explanatory, someone new, maybe you've met someone at work, or maybe you've met someone at the park, or you build a bit of a connection with them at playgroup, or it's a mum from school, or, you know, maybe you don't know them very well. Well, there's some hints and tips around that as well. And same with down here too. So you guys can have a read over this later. I won't go through it word for word. And here's some information on connect to a presentation. So what you would do for a one-on-one, how you could tailor it like a message around a class. This is the lifestyle overview, so that live guide, the 90-day wellness plan, a webinar if you want to do a webinar. Probably not up to that stage yet, but go for it if you want it. And the business opportunity overview. And this is really important to remember as well, is be clear on what, oh, that's my emails. Be clear on what you are inviting them to and what your intentions are for them, and let them know the value of investing their time. Give two options that can work for them. Oh, this is a good tip as well. So when you are inviting people to a workshop, you tell them your dates. Don't say to someone, let me know when you're free, because no one they'll never let you know when they're free. Very rarely will someone come back to you and go, I'm free on this date and this date. They're busy. People are busy. So if you say to them, all right, I have Saturday the 17th and I have Thursday night, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever. Do those 2 times work for you? 9 times out of 10, they'll go to their diary and have a look and then say yes or no. So do that. Don't leave it open-ended. It won't work for you. And strengthen relationships, build trust through multiple interactions, and keep your word. You're all going to keep your word. Present the message. Okay, so this is the Nature Solution Guide. This is how to host a workshop, and it gives you some really great little breakdowns of how you can do it. And we also have training on it as well. So first 5 minutes, make connections, tell your story, state your intention, what are essential oils for 10 minutes. Like, it's really cool how they've broken it down. And then they break down the build guide for you as well. And it really shouldn't go for any more than 20 to 30 minutes. So I love the idea of hosting a Nature Solution class and then doing a business class straight after if they want to stay around. A top leader, actually, she just made, wait for it, triple presidential diamond. She does this. So I don't know if she does it anymore, but this is what she did do when she first started. Every Thursday, she worked out the best day of the week for her community. And she worked that out through trial and error, and she worked out that I think it was a Tuesday night at 6 p.m. was the best time for people to come to her house to host a workshop. And every single night for a very long time, she held a workshop Tuesday night, 6 p.m. And she would do a class, and then straight after the workshop, she would do the business opportunity and talk about the business. And what happened was people were so inspired after the workshop that they hung around and they stayed for the business talk. And then she said people were then like, whoa, I think I can do this as a business. So I loved that idea. And, you guys might want to think about doing that once a week or month or however many times you're hosting workshops. So the close, enroll successfully. So the close is, I love the close. The close is like my favorite part of the workshop. It's, I don't know, like, don't get scared with the close. People are there. You are telling them how to use essential oils. And how about we tell them how to get them? Like, if we don't tell them how to get them and that they can register their own wholesale account, and here's how you do it. Actually, here's the kits. Here's the kits. Here's the kits that are going to save you money because they're heavily discounted. And all you need to do is just flick over, fill out that enrollment form, and then I can get that kit sent out to your home in about 3 days. So don't be scared of the close. Like, this is the exciting part. This is the part where you get to tell them how to get these essential oils in their house. So there's some little hints and tips around that. There's some enrolling tips as well. And this is really cool down here, overcoming objections. So when someone says to you, oh, I'm not sure what kit to order. I don't really know. Okay, what are you working on? And go through, I don't have a Nature Solution form here, but on the Nature Solution form, you'll get them to fill out their 3 health concerns. So if someone says, oh, I'm not really sure, I don't know what kit to get, then you can go through those 3 health concerns that they have on the form, and you can sit there and go, well, I can see that you're really struggling. Like you said that you're struggling with sleep. So in this kit, they have lavender and some frankincense and some aroma touch is in the nature solution kit. That might help you with sleep. So you can tailor your answer around what they've put on those 3 little problems that they're going to fill out. I'm not sure which membership. So just say to them, if you don't want to run a Doterra business, then you fill out the wholesale customer form. And that actually means that you cannot run a Doterra business, but you do have the option to flick it over. Or if you're thinking that maybe you might like to do the business, then you just fill out the wellness advocate form. And then financial concerns. So if they say, I don't have the money at the moment, what if you said to them, well, if you host a workshop and anyone enrolls, you'll get 20% of whatever they order. But in order to get that 20%, you will need to enroll and you'll need to set up your loyalty rewards program. But if you think that you have 5 or 6, 7 friends that would be interested in these natural solutions, then how about we get together, we host a workshop, and as I said, if anyone enrolls, you'll get 20%. So that might encourage people to enroll. Or you could tell them that they could just buy their $35 membership and then just build up their oils through their loyalty rewards program. So there's different ways around it, but what you have to do is always have your shoulders back and your confidence level very high, because the first thing that was said in this flyer here is, in this booklet, is belief. And because you do believe in the product and you do believe in this business, don't ever be ashamed of it. And don't ever be scared about telling people how they can have, there's options. And I'm not sure where to start as well. And you can all, have a read through that. So this is the lifestyle overview that I've already said. I'm kind of going to skip past this because I'm sure that most of you already know about it. And then the build guide and share guide that we've already spoken about as well. And the placement strategy. So I would encourage you guys, when you start enrolling, that you do reach out to your upline, your enroller, and you go over placement strategy. And I would also... And I would also encourage you to, hold on, I'm just going to mute whoever. There we go. I'm also going to encourage you to look at the training that I've done on placements as well. Don't get too overwhelmed with it, but at the moment, all you need to be doing is enrolling and doing everything that we've just said. Don't worry about placements too much at the moment. You'll learn that along the way. Find your builders. So we've spoken about that. Oh, where do I find them? Well, we've spoken about that a lot, but you can read through there. And what to present, what to do next. I think we've covered it all. We use the oils, we share the oils, we teach others to do the same. And it's really as simple as that. Have you guys found that useful at all? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's do a Q&A, guys. And let's answer any questions that you have. Is there anything that I didn't cover? Don't be scared. Just unmute yourself and ask a question. What are you struggling with? Yeah, go.
Just had a question with running workshops with people you don't know. Is it better to run them at a public venue or at your own house?
That's totally personal choice. I think personally, and probably with our profile as well, I don't want people here. I always hold them at a venue. I know that there's certainly wellness advocates out there that do host regular workshops at their house. Even now that they are blue diamonds, presidential diamonds, whatever, they do as well. So I think you just tap into what you want to do. Like if you feel comfortable holding them at your home, go for it. But if you don't, that's okay as well. And yeah, book a venue and host them at a venue. Some people also as well, like they don't feel safe going to a house, but they'll feel safe going to a venue. So it's kind of flipped for those people as well. You know, where the other people don't care, they'll go to a house. So yeah, that's a good question though. Yeah. Anyone else? Who's ready? Who thinks they're keen? Elite by 30th of November. Yes, you go for it, girls. Do you want to talk, Nicole?
Yep. So I've just got a problem with getting my power of 3 and getting my enrollees to stay on LRP. How can you address that?
Yeah, good question. So it's just constant education, and I think it's also releasing that expectation that everybody is going to be doing a 100-point volume order, and that everybody is going to be as keen into getting these oils as you. Like when I say you, I don't mean just you, Nicole. Yeah. I mean like all of us, because none of us have a problem putting through a 100-point volume order. But unfortunately, not everybody has that same issue. So issue, you know, passion, whatever you want to call it. Did you see my 5 packages arrive the other day? So yeah, I think just releasing the expectation that they are going to, and with your power of 3, it is about building that front line a little bit longer to 6, 7 enrollments. So then, you know, you've always got a backup that if that person doesn't put through a 100-point volume, then the next person might. But really it's just about constant education. There is a fine line between too much education, because then people will just go, oh man, this is not for me, now I'm getting drowned, to being inspired to use their oils as well. Yeah. You'll find that, like, you know, our LRP rate, I think, sitting around 62% or something like that. So, you know, you just, I think that's pretty normal, is to have your LRP around that percentage.
Also, how can you have a conversation with a wholesale customer that you think would be absolutely perfect to swap over to be a wellness advocate? I've enrolled the biggest skeptic that there was. She just was not into these oils. She'd seen that thing on the internet that, you know, you don't take doTERRA oils internally. And I just kept chipping away at her. And then I went round to her place and at the beginning of the month, and she's already done 3 LRP orders already.
Awesome.
So, yeah, what do I say to her?
You just go through the build guide. So at the early stages, you just go through the build guide, which I have here somewhere, and just talk about the company, talk about the income that she can earn, talk about her belief in the product, and just go through that initial build guide. You don't go through how to host a workshop or any of the training that we've spoken about tonight. So none of that, just this is the opportunity, have a think about it. And then go back and do your follow-up and see if they've had to think about it and what do they want to do.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah. Has anyone else got any questions? All right, let's do it. The thing is, like, you guys need to do it. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting seeing, I just can't wait till you're at this level where you've got your team and you can see all these little dots, and then all of a sudden you see a green dot pop up and a yellow dot pop up and then a pink one for Premier and we've got some black ones now for Platinum, and we haven't got any diamond ones, but they're coming. And it's just, it's so, I don't even know. Like, it's just, you guys have this amazing opportunity at your fingertips. So just go and get it. Don't not do it anymore. Just, this is it. I'm booking in my diary. I'm talking to my husband. I'm talking to my kids. I'm telling them that mummy has a new job. and that, you know, when I'm in the office, I am actually working. And I felt a little bit weird about that at the start, but now I just think how privileged that my kid, like, I work at home, like, and I think you have to educate your kids that way as well, because it's different. It's different for them. None of their parents have the same. And unless we can put that education onto them of, I'm at work, I know that mummy doesn't work, like, you know, outside of the house type of thing. But it's such a privilege, and yeah, you guys have this opportunity right at your fingertips to go and get it. Go and get it. Yeah.
Hey, Jo.
Yes.
What's the best way to support? So obviously, you know, you enroll and that's all well and good, you're enrolling people, but what kind of level of support should you be providing in the initial stages?
Yeah, definitely do this 90-day wellness consult. I think this thing is gold.
What's that, the Live Guide?
This is the Live Guide. I think this is the best thing that Doterra has ever invented.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the training that we've done on it. You'll come up with your own presentation on how to do it.
Yeah.
But if you guys can get them to sit down with you for 30 minutes and go through this 90-day wellness plan, it is just it's gold. And just, yeah, it's the best thing. So I would say that. I would say also if you can host a workshop for them as well.
Yeah.
They say that, I mean, there's stats on it. I don't know what they are, but they do say that if you can host a workshop for the people that you enroll, and if they can, because they get the enrollments, you know, it's them that's bringing people to the workshop. So one, they need to set up their LRP and put 100 points to get the 20%. But then they go, that wasn't so hard. Maybe I can do this. And then they can switch on as a builder or a sharer even. You know, they feel more confident, like maybe they don't want to run it as a business, but what if they just shared a few people at work? Like, we all need sharers in our business as well. So, yeah, I guess to answer that, definitely do that 90-day wellness plan, and try and host a workshop with them.
And what about further support? So in terms of like, should email sequencing be done? All that sort of stuff.
Yeah, good question. So what we do is we send out an email once a fortnight, which we're trying to get up to once a week. And what it is free content. So it's just content on, I mean, you guys have seen the gazillion lives that we do. So it could be anything, like how to make a cleaning spray or how to whatever. So I just think support like that is what people need. Like, you know, take yourself back to when you got the oils. What inspired you to use them? And then do that.
Yeah.
I think people just want easy, like people, as I said, people are time poor. They want just quick, easy solutions. Yeah. And don't expect that. So what we posted in the Oily Tribe group, and you guys can regurgitate that information too. Like if you go, I haven't created any content this week, I'm going to send an email out, or you just start off with a monthly email, then just take a video that we've done out of that group and just share that on your email. It doesn't need to be something that you've done personally. Ultimately, that is best. But if you don't have time to do that, then just share something that we've made. Like Jo, I mean, we're your upline. So it's like, check out what my upline made today, or check out what my Doterra sister made. And you might go to another tree in our organisation, and, you know, you might choose something that Rebecca Wilson's done, like she's not in your team or upline. So, yeah, just feel free to use other people's content as well.
Yep. So your, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Your LRP explanation video, is that able to be used?
The one on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Use that. Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yep. No, use that. Use is anything on the Doterra blog. But again, when you're writing your emails or you're writing your content for social media, you need to have one objective. So especially for your emails, because it's so easy to send an email out and go, back to school, here's this, and here's something else, and here's a roller, and here's like a spray, and here's something else, and that. And then people just don't read it, and they don't look at it, So we always keep our emails to one objective, very quick, very simple, and doable for people. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing good, guys. You're doing really good. Really, really good. Yeah. And guess what? Tracy has just landed on Australian soil. Very excited. Oh my God, she's in Sydney. Yay. All right. Well, that's over and out from me and you guys. Thank you for choosing us. And bring it on. Bring it on, guys. I know who's here. And I can see who's watching the replay as well. So you're all accountable. You got till the 30th of November to give it a crack. I don't care if you get there or not. I just want you guys to give it a crack. And I know you can do it. There's no doubt in my mind that nobody watching here can do it. And reach out. Reach out to your upline and get that mentoring, get that help. Go and book in those classes and then email me and tell me what you've done today that you wouldn't normally have done today, because that's what's going to make the difference to your business. Yeah. Okay, I'm excited for you. See ya. Bye.